Hello, all my beauties. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Aishwarya, your go-to makeup artist and beauty educator. And thank you so much for all the love and support you have given to Pinch of Us so far. So I'm officially 27 now, and I can't even begin to explain what a ride it has been. I have cried, grown, laughed, gained weight, gained clarity, cut off people, met my soulmate, all of it. And instead of doing a cute little birthday vlog, I thought I'll sit down and talk to you guys. Today I'm going to share my 27 real life lessons that I have learned by 27. Whether you are older, younger, or exactly my age, I hope you find something that resonates and you feel at home. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So my first lesson is I used to chase everything I was attracted to. Like if something looked good, sounded right, or gave me that dopamine rush, I just ran straight at it. And sometimes I used to do it without even thinking of the consequences, be it people, ideas, opportunities. I just wanted to have it immediately. But now I have changed. I pause, I breathe. I now allow myself to move towards it gradually instead of chasing impulsively. Because I have realized one thing, and that's when something is meant for you, you don't need to force it. Let it get magnetized to your calmness. Let your energy attracted towards you and not your anxiety. The second lesson is I have finally forgiven my younger self. The worst feeling is when you realize your mistakes, but you can't really do anything about it. So I have also done a lot of stupid things, like really stupid in my early 20s and late teens. And for years, trust me, I blamed myself for everything that happened in my life. Be it relationships, friendships, failures, or people walking out of my life. I really used to think that I was the problem. But over time, I have grown, I have softened, and I have changed. Now I just accept everything that has happened with grace. I no longer punish myself for being her. I'm actually proud of the woman I have become today, and that is only because what she went through. My third lesson is I don't really care what people think anymore. And that's actually freedom. You won't believe I was such a shy kid, always second guessing. I could never open up, I could not speak first, even though I knew I was the smartest person in the room. I would always stay quiet, stay agreeable to others. I thought if I had an opinion, people would judge me or leave me. But now, please, I do speak my mind. I ask questions. I stand up for myself. I stand up for what I actually believe in. Even if I am the only person standing on this side of the land, I have no problem. Frankly, I like this version of me. My fourth lesson is that gratitude really grounds me. There was a time when I used to try so hard to blend in with my peers, to be likable, to fit into a box where I actually never belonged. But now I feel this deep, calming gratitude for the life I have created. I no longer have that urge to copy anyone. I wake up in the morning and thank the universe for my peace, my pace, my people. And you know what? That's actually enough for me. This fifth lesson I have learned the most brutal way, and that is one-sided conversations. So let me put it this way. If I'm constantly giving and you are constantly draining, I'm sorry girl, I'm out. Whether it's friendship, acquaintances, relationship, or even family. If I notice the lack of reciprocity, if I feel emotionally exhausted after talking to you every time, I won't force it anymore. I would quietly walk away. Trust me when I say this, even if you have fewer people in your life, your peace is actually worth protecting. I'm not saying that don't help your friends or family. Of course, you be there for them. They are an important part of your life. But if it's only one-sided, like if they are not there, they are not present when you need them, you need that same reciprocation from them, then what was the point of that relationship or friendship? Now, the sixth lesson is I have cut off people and I actually feel lighter. I used to envy those who had big groups of people or friends, and they used to post pictures on Instagram or Facebook about their day outs, parties, and whatnot. But once I became a part of that big set of friends, I realized that no, big circles don't equal to deeper bonds. Trust me when I say this, most of them are just gossip, manipulation, and blurred boundaries. Now that I have cut off the noise, there is no drama in my life. There is no bitterness. The only thing I have is now peace and me. Don't get me wrong, I really wish them well. I just don't want them in my space. This lesson I actually realized long back in my early 20s, and it's that I don't actually struggle with being alone. Yes, I used to be scared of not having a lot of friends, but in my university days, I actually realized that I can live alone, stay alone, and be alone, and I'm not scared of it. You know what? People used to say things like, oh my god, she's so weird, she's so isolated, she must be having some kind of psychological problems. But it will sound better if I explain it to you. It might be one of the reasons that I'm a single child. Today, I can say that my gut feeling is really strong. Even if I have the slightest amount of gut feeling that something is going to go wrong or something is off with a person, like I won't be able to be friends with them or my vibe won't match with them, it generally comes out to be true. So my rule is really simple. It was really simple even back then. If my vibe is not matching with you, if I'm not able to, connect with you emotionally, I just don't engage. I cannot engage. My brain won't function in a way to fake in front of that person that, okay, fine, we are friends. Yes, I would listen to you, I would talk to you, I would even smile while looking at you, I will wish you good, but I won't engage with that person emotionally. I would be really formal with that person. So it also means that I'm protective of my space and I really have very few friends in my life. Also, that I love spending so much time with myself. That can be another reason. It's actually good that I don't have to depend on someone else for my own happiness. Like, just think about it. It would be so difficult for you to be happy if your happiness is dependent on someone else, because that someone else might not be available all the time. Okay, now you tell me, do you think it's weird? No, right? I actually think it's very powerful. Now, the eighth lesson is that I have learned to set unapologetic boundaries. I have very strict rules now, and trust me, they have changed everything for me. When I'm with my family or dining out, I don't answer calls. I don't reply to casual texts until and unless they are important, of course. People around me know this and they actually respect it more. Also, there is another thing, and that is I have stopped being a pushover. It is such a small thing, but very, very, very important. I have stopped taking disrespect in any form that comes in front of me. You don't get to say something disrespectful to me and then call it just a joke. No, not happening. You can't say insensitive things and then just to cover it up, calling it just a joke doesn't work with me anymore. Of course, I don't clap back rudely, but I make it very clear that don't mess with me because I'm not the same person I was 2 years back. The next lesson is that I don't feel the pressure to have it all figured out. I used to have everything pre-planned, like be it in my career or my personal life. I always had this thing in my mind that by this age I'll get this education, by this age I'll get that job, by then I'll do something, maybe get a promotion. and whatnot. But guess what? What am I doing now? I married the love of my life and moved to a new country. I go on multiple trips in a year. And the last thing, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have been a happy stay at home wife for over a year now. Well, was that the plan? No, absolutely not. But do I love it? Hell yes. This peaceful, calm, stress free life? Of course, I wanted it. I was about to struggle for 10 years to get where I am today. Okay, the next lesson is calmness is not laziness. And you know what? It's my superpower now. There was a time when I was constantly rushing. There was this weird thirst to prove something and do everything at once. I didn't even give myself break between my goals. But now something has changed in me. I have slowed down, and trust me when I say this, at first I panicked like anything. I was so uncomfortable with this new feeling of mine to slow everything down, to be a little laid back. I kept asking myself, like, what is wrong with me? Why don't I have this thirst or this drive to do something, prove something anymore? When I realized the truth, I found out that I was actually transitioning from chaos to calm. I actually started to understand that you can still be ambitious and peaceful at the same time. That steady progress is also a progress. You don't need to rush all the time. It took me a lot of time to accept this, but I am actually so glad that I did. I was really very skeptical about this 11th lesson because there will be people who won't believe this about me. I have never felt this confident inside and out. I've always seemed to be confident as a person in front of people. And they used to always compliment me, and some also envied me because of my boldness, of my confidence. But you would never know what a person is going through because we all have this fake, this cover up, Even if something is going inside our head, we have this tendency to smile in front of people. Same thing was happening to me. My weight gain, my sudden acne breakout, those two were the things that were actually bugging me a lot because I never had pimples as a teenager, and in my early 20s suddenly there was acne breakout, and I was so habituated to see my face clean that I was trying all sort of creams, all sort of treatments without doing proper research. That actually made them worse. I used to go in the shower and cry my heart out, but silently, because I didn't want others to know that I'm crying. And moreover, it was the reason that I never wanted anyone to find out. It was literally eating me up. But now I have healed from that. I have worked on myself and my mindset. And I know I still have a long way to go. It's a gradual process. It doesn't just happen overnight, And I'm so thankful to my husband, my friends, my family, even my in-laws. They always make me feel safe and accepted in my own skin. They love me the way I am, and that is where my confidence comes from now. I don't care what the third person is thinking about my body or my face or my skin or my behavior. My loved ones love me. They accept me. I accept myself. I treat my body like a temple. I respect myself enough. So this kind of confidence, I don't think I have ever had. Today, my confidence is not a performance anymore. It's actually who I am. This lesson is very, very, very important, and that is prioritizing myself is a full sentence. Earlier, I used to feel so guilty for saying no, for not replying back instantly. I used to apologize for even needing rest. And obviously, as I've mentioned before as well, I used to blame myself for people getting out of my life. I used to think that I am not good enough to keep them in my life. I used to feel guilty for almost everything, as if I couldn't do any good. But now I know better. I have learned a lot about myself and life, and I don't think I owe anyone my time, my presence, or my peace. It's simple for me now. If something is not feeling right, I just stay back. And if something feels amazing, I say yes loudly. And of course, I do it all without guilt. So now I'll be speaking about the 13th one, which is even your good intentions are going to be misunderstood, and that's actually okay. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. I'll tell you a little story here. A couple of years ago, someone very close to me made me feel like I overstepped. She came to me with a lot of pain and distress, and I helped her despite everyone telling me not to. Literally, my friends, my family, even my partner told me, don't get involved. But I still did. I helped her out because I cared for her. It was not like a favor I was doing to her. I literally was so much protective about her because I treated her like my own sister. I actually, in a way, saw myself in her when she told me about her problem. So I knew how deep that hurt could go. And still, even after caring so much, loving so much, supporting her so much, she turned on me, misunderstood my intentions, and accused me of being an intruder. That is when I actually realized that I know who I am and I don't actually need to prove that to anyone. It's simple. You see, if someone cannot see your heart, cannot see what you are bringing to the table, then they don't deserve a place in it. Now, this lesson is very, very, very close to my heart because it's obviously about me, and that is I'm rich, I'm bold, and I'm beautiful. And I say it with grace. So let me say this loud and proud. I love who I have become. So I come from a very humble background. My parents gave me everything they had so that I could go to the best schools, get into the best universities, dream big, and build a life out of it. Or rather, build the life that they never had and they only imagined in their dreams. Now, living in the UK, building that kind of a life with my husband is actually a dream come true. And I don't say this to brag or something. I'm just saying this because I'm so proud of myself and my husband. So, yeah, I'm rich in love, bold in my truth, and beautiful in my own skin. Next lesson is expensive doesn't mean effective. Okay. Back then, I was obsessed with everything that's flashy. I had to buy that certain makeup or skincare. But you know what I really got? A lot of acne and a big hole in my wallet. But now, I don't buy hyped products. I buy what works for my skin. I do a hell lot of research before buying something. I like to buy value and not the brand. My skin actually doesn't care about the brand loyalty, to be honest. It just wants to breathe. The next lesson is actually my guilty pleasure. So I unapologetically buy home decor. You know what gives me pure joy? Buying fluffy cushions, changing table runners, buying that cute salt pepper shaker, styling shelves, buying just something random that will go maybe in a corner of the house. It's therapeutic as well. Trust me, absolutely, it's very therapeutical. Creating a beautiful space around you, how can it not be therapeutical? It makes me feel beautiful inside as well. You know, that my space looks beautiful, it's clean, it's tidy, it's pretty. So, do you see me buying pillows and cushions instead of a designer bag? Absolutely, yes. The next lesson is very important again. Stop pleasing everyone. I have done that, been there, doesn't work. So please stop performing by pleasing everyone, by making them feel at ease while you are so uncomfortable. The moment I stopped trying to be liked by everyone, my life actually got easier. Because here's the thing, sweetie. Do you like everyone? No, right? Then why do you expect everyone to like you? It's as simple as that. Some people will misunderstand you no matter what you do. So instead of performing for the entire world, I have decided to protect my energy, set my boundaries, and make peace with not being for everyone. I'm just for me. My 18th lesson is don't be an option, be the choice. Now, let me put it straight. If someone treats you like you are replaceable, just walk away. You are not, even in someone's dream, a second thought. You are not a backup plan, not a maybe. You are the one. You are a hell yes. Know your worth so deeply that no one gets to treat you as a convenience. The 19th lesson is independence isn't only financial. Let me say this out loud for the people at the back. Learn to manage your household chores. Learn to manage your space. Learn to manage your home. Doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy. Doesn't matter if you're CEO or daddy's princess or mama's boy. Because when you move out, there is no one to take care of you. There is no one to do those things for you. There is no magical fairy who will come to your place, wash the dishes, clean your clothes, and then go. You know, my mom used to tell me all this time to learn these little chores, but I was a daddy's little princess, and I used to roll my eyes and say, I'll just learn it when the time comes. But guess what? Life doesn't wait. So be independent, not just financially, but learn to clean after yourself, feed yourself, and run your space. And that, sweetheart, it's not extra, it's just basic. Whew, I can't believe that we have reached till 20. Thank you so much for sticking with me for so long. I hope you are getting some insight out of it. So the next lesson I've learned is there is no end goal. It's all ongoing. You know, I used to think that life would have this cinematic slow-mo moment where I would feel like made it montage and there would be music all around. But nope. Real life is actually about the tiny victories you get every day. It's things like waking up without anxiety. It's enjoying a full day without any drama. It's feeling proud of what you did in that entire day, even if it is just laundry and some self-care. For me, if I end the day feeling the sense of fulfillment, then it's a success for me. So I would say stop waiting for that big moment and start enjoying your little success, little victories you have every day. Happiness is actually in those small, quiet ones. The next lesson is slower living equals to stronger mind. Earlier, I used to react so quickly, say things too fast, get triggered, overthink a lot. But now I pause, I breathe, I process before I respond. So I try to respond instead of reacting to a situation. And here, manifestation and meditation has actually helped me a lot. Not in that Instagram aesthetic way, but actually in real ways. Mindfulness has made me choose peace instead of chaos, and now I protect my nervous system like I protect my passwords. Of course, you would like to know the end result of all this. That is, I am so much more content now. My mind is not into chaos. It's not overthinking so much. I don't have to think a lot before I speak, or I don't rush so much into things. It's now stronger and collected. I think this lesson, most of you will resonate with me. Crying in shower is actually the best therapy. Some people need a journal, some need to read books, some need coffee. Me, I need to take a long hot shower and cry my heart out. I just let it out from my body. And once I'm done, I feel so much lighter. It feels like the water didn't just wash off your body, it also, took away all the pain you had. I feel more in present after doing this. And if there is any conflict, I can think rationally. Okay, I still compare myself to others, but the lesson is I have actually learned how to stop it. Frankly, I'm never going to say that, oh my god, no, I don't compare myself to others. I'm too much content within myself. I don't care what people are doing. Come on, I'm a human being, right? I do sometimes scroll Instagram or TikTok and I see my peers maybe going somewhere, eating out, enjoying their life, and I actually start thinking that I'm not good enough. But at the same moment, I breathe, I pause, and I remind myself of my own journey. I practice gratitude, and I can't say it enough. It has grounded me so much. Even if it is for the smallest things, I do that. And if I see that little bit of smile on my face after that, I just know I'm fine. So I think gratifying your life is the only way to quiet down your mind whenever you are comparing yourself to others. So the next lesson is, if you want to wear those shoes, just wear them. Don't think so much. It's not only for the shoes, it can be anything. It can be that dress, it can be that red lipstick you want to put on. Just don't think so much. And what are you even waiting for? Just go ahead, do it. Even if it is like you going to the supermarket to buy groceries, it's totally fine. Nobody cares, nobody is judging you, and even if they do, why do you care? And more importantly, you don't need a special occasion to feel good about yourself. Because you know what? That one day never comes. That big occasion never comes. I would say treat your life as the occasion and wear whatever you want whenever you want it. So the next lesson I'm going to talk about is sleep and gut health over everything. See, I'm not a 5 a.m. club girl, so I won't ask you or tell you that you should wake up at 5 a.m. or early morning and go to the gym or go for a walk. No. But of course, I get up at a reasonable hour. Generally speaking, I keep in mind that I'm sleeping at least for 7 hours. And another thing is, I have noticed that doing intermittent fasting has actually helped my gut. It has helped me with my IBS as well. I used to have this horrible bloating whenever I used to wake up in the morning, and now it has completely gone. So, growing up, I had this thinking, I think we all have this thinking that skipping breakfast is bad. Yes, it is not good if you are not into intermittent fasting or any kind of diet that supports it. When I started intermittent fasting, I did my proper research. I came up with a nutrition plan catered to myself. And yes, if you did not know, I am a nutritionist as well. So if you are facing the same problems, you can do intermittent fasting, no problem in that. But please see a professional or do your research properly before doing it. Because if it has worked for me doesn't mean it will work for you as well. You need a proper diet plan to do intermittent fasting. Just don't go and jump into it before knowing the basics. Now the next one is, I still impulse buy, but I own it. Let me be honest, shopping actually makes me feel good about myself. It's like my kind of therapy. And it's not that I need high-end designer things. No, not at all. It can be a pen, a lip balm, it can be anything for the kitchen or home decor. Now, does it give me a dopamine rush? Yes, of course it does. But do I regret it? No, not at all. I don't regret shopping. Okay, we have come to the last point, and it is so important to me, and it should be important to everyone out there, whoever is watching this video. I have learned to prioritize myself unapologetically, because that is the only way I can make everyone else happy in my family. Let me make this simple for you. First of all, this is the biggest lesson I have learned so far, and with a very trial and error method, I have also experimented with it. So, what I'm trying to say here is, if I'm burned out, if I'm tired constantly, if I am not feeling myself or good about myself, if I'm angry all the time, exhausted, then you only tell me, how can I give that care, nourishment, love to the others in the family? So now I do choose myself first before anyone else. And I would say that I do it without guilt. You need to do it without guilt. If you are guilty of doing that, I think you need help. You need to talk to someone who can help you to get out of that guilt. With all the experiments I have done, I have noticed one thing, that the more full and content and happy I am, the more love and care and attention I can give to my husband, to my family, friends, everyone, basically my people. So, prioritizing yourself is actually not selfish, it's how you sustain your peace and your relationships. Okay, so that's it. These were my 27 life lessons I have learned so far till 27. I actually did not hold back, because honestly, I wanted this video to feel like a warm hug to you, and like, doing a FaceTime call to a friend. Some of the lessons took years, some of them took heartbreaks, some of them were actually fun, and some of them just took a hot shower and a cold realization. I'm so grateful for those lessons, because if I had not experienced those, then I would not have become the person I am today. I would like to say, if you are still figuring out, it's perfectly all right. You don't have to worry about anything, because I'm also figuring out a lot of things, a lot of changes in me, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. We will talk more about all this in my upcoming videos. And if you enjoyed this video, if you can resonate with this video, or if you feel at home while watching me, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be waiting for them. I would also love to hear your biggest life lessons so far. So please go down and please comment. No matter what's your age, who you are, where you are from, I'm all ears. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. So here's to loving your own timeline, your own energy, and your own life. Lastly, I would like to wish myself a happy birthday, and thank you so much for watching and supporting me and being a part of my growth. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.